everybody? Philosopher Cards, Steve here. I've got a festival in a box today that I pretty much just purchased for the Sliver inside. And we got a box and we're going to crack it. And it's a little weird when this came in. It has like extra tape on the seal. And I'm like, did they crack it open and then I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. But, you know, there's a couple things I'm chasing in the mystery too. Oracle of Alpha being one. Yeah. The blue one that lets you come up and generate all those Power 9. I really, again, just wanted it for the secret layer and the promo cards. So let's check it out. I do have a very, very powerful Sliver commander deck. I have a powerful Chatterfang commander deck and a powerful Sliver commander deck. I'm going to do a hard plug here for Card Nexus. So I plugged all my cards in my deck into Card Nexus. I had no idea how much it's worth. My Sliver deck's worth like $5-6 grand, and my Chatterfang deck's worth like $5-6 grand. So join Card Nexus. It's easy to enter all your inventory in, and it gives you all your values, and you can track your collection. Now, Spaghetti Junction. All right, I don't really care about that, to be honest. The Ur Dragon, I do care about this one as well in the future sight frame. I have a textured foil Ur Dragon back when we did the Jeweled Lotus stuff, the Jeweled Lotus game. If some of you were in the channel back then, comment below if you were watching that long ago this channel where you tuned in for the Jeweled Lotus games. I pulled a textured foil Ur Dragon. I still have it to this day. Scourge of Valkas. Sorry, I got like congested there for a second. Scourge of Valkas, another nice dragon in the retro frame foil. Of course, want the Ur Dragon more. Lightning Bolt in the future frame is pretty awesome. So, now, this is where the slivers are. Yes, this will have my sliver. I think it better. I don't know. I just ordered one, like I said. I just want the Sliver. I think it's the first Sliver. Sliver's chosen. I don't remember. We'll find out. I saw there was a Sliver. I hit order. End of story. So, Pack Rat. I don't know if there's like special cards in here you can get, like the secret ones. I have no idea. Again, I don't have the time these days to follow all these secret layers. There's a million of them, and I just don't have time. So sometimes I see one and I order it, and there it is. Shared summons. All right. Sylvan Offering. Very nice. Look, it's a person holding up a magic card. It's very meta. Sliver Legion. That's the one I wanted. Why did I think it was going to be in retro frame though? I don't know. I don't know why I thought that'd be in retro frame, to be honest. And then Mountain. Man, I kind of like the mountain. That's pretty awesome. Look at that dragon mountain there. That is really fun. But of course, we want the Sliver Legion. That's what we're here for. I don't know. I'll probably list the other Sliver Legion I have. I think I have it from Time Spiral Remaster. I think I pulled it in one of the videos on this channel. Comment below if you watched that video where I pulled a Sliver Legion from a Time Spiral Remastered box. So I've been doing this now on YouTube, breaking boxes and packs for years. And it's actually pretty stunning. We'll just do a little market talk too while we're doing this. It's stunning to see how things have changed since then. When I started filming on YouTube, it was, I guess the beginning of the bear market, after COVID, 3 or 4 years ago now. And nothing was worth anything. This is when Baldur's Gate was collapsing, right? And product would come out and tank, and you had the Amazon dumps and all that. I was one of the knuckleheads that found some arbitrage in some of those boxes and said, you know what? These Baldur's Gate boxes are literally worth $130 sealed, and when you crack them, there's $250 worth of cards inside. So I said infinite money glitch, and I ordered a bunch of them. Same thing happened with Doctor Who. If you guys remember me talking about Doctor Who doing a lot of openings, infinite money glitch, I could get them for $180, $190, and the cards inside on average were worth around $300 to $350. So when you do that, it just becomes a matter of how often and how much can you find it, how fast can you turn it, and do all those things. So I filmed YouTube channels back then, and I talked about all the value of the cards in the boxes and the amount of arbitrage you could get. The odd thing is we're in a time now where it's kind of the opposite. The sealed product is reached a point where now we're seeing Spider-Man, that the value of the cards in the Spider-Man box is a fraction of what the price of the box is. So it becomes very hard. Now this one, it's, I don't know, it's kind of like even, maybe, it depends. You can get burned real bad on this one too. But Spider-Man, and people, you know, this is the first time the market's kind of waking up in the past, you know, recent memory. And many people don't remember because many people are relatively new to the trading card world. That's why I asked at the beginning to comment below if you watched during the Jewel Lotus games, because Commander Masters came out and crashed. I can't imagine how well Commander Masters would perform if it was released today. I can't even think of it. I can't even fathom it. It would be amazing. It would do completely the opposite. So the whole piece of Spider-Man is it's a standard set. The card power is not as powerful as like the Final Fantasy cards and some of the other products that aren't really standard made. And since the power level is low, people are turning against it. Heliod's Punishment. These are some great cards. I mean, I remember opening the originals on channel doing videos for you guys. Tempest Caller. No, not that one. I wasn't doing YouTubes back then. Coria, for sure. Acidic. Fury Sliver. All right. Elder. I'm going to miss some of the ones with value, too. There's just, I mean, this set has a 1,500 cards in it, right? Coalition Relic. Ancient Grudge. Okay, that's our white border. And Relic of Progenitus. I don't know. There's a couple of the playtest cards that are worth something. I don't really mess with it. I'll be at Eternal Weekend here in Pittsburgh in a couple weeks. I think it's beginning of October. So if you guys are there, if you happen to be going to Eternal Weekend, say hello or send. I'll be at SCG Con Baltimore and end of October. So I'll be playing. I'll be doing, playing events, probably Magic at Eternal Weekend and Turn of Nature Backlash. And there we go. Provocator. And I'll be doing Sorcery, Snow-Covered Mountain, and a Grinding Station. Okay. Sorcery at the Baltimore event. So I think I'm only going to do Sorcery at the Baltimore event. My player skills of Sorcery are getting better and better by the day. Ethereal, Aetherize, I think twice. And I have created a deck for that event. So I'm excited for it. Destiny Spinner. I'll probably do some standard events at Eternal Weekend as well as some commander events with my Sliver deck. Destiny Spinner, I don't think we're doing that. Grizzly, Balance. Hit a Balance. Oh, and a Darksteel Citadel for a couple bucks and Nomads. Put the art on that Nomads. Let's put the, I'm gonna end up knocking this pile over, guys. But it's just so funny how the Magic market has changed and really how many new people I'm seeing. There's so many new channels that are coming up and doing cracking, and I'm just sitting on the sidelines watching some of it because it's hard to sustain the capital to do all of that cracking and selling singles if you're not doing it at a really, really, really high level. All right, Hangerback Walker, Umbral Mantle, Ruination. It's very hard. You got to pick the right products, and sometimes it's the products that aren't the fancy stuff that people want to see cracked, right? That get you some cash back. So, Whirlpool, Ill-Gotten, Lava Hounds. You guys are like, what's that thing up in the top left of your corner of your screen? Well, let me tell you, that is the music for my Finwives event, where it's a big, huge, we'll call ticket raffle system, for lack of a better word, where you can win tons of things. So join my Discord and get in on those. Leovold, Mutilate, all right, and Crashing Footfalls. Sliver of Hope, that is the box art. The only one I want is the sliver, just a sliver of hope. Looter, Edict, Monitor, Ghost Town, love it. Yeah. Use only during another player's turn. All right, there we go, Tyrant. Went in from Legends. Rat Colony. Flutterstorm. That used to be something, guys. I think Flusterstorm, I'm sorry. That used to be something. I want to say even the foil of that used to be one of the big pulls of Mystery 2. Again, if I'm blowing through some value, it is what it is. Jahora. Speaking of Commander Masters, as well as Dominaria Remastered. Collector, oof. A Lotus Petal, boom, coming in. That's $22. Not the one out of Sonic worth $150 to $180. This one is a standard Lotus Petal. Nothing special, but it's a Future Sight frame. Not foil or nothing like that, but it would be considered, in my book, a pretty good pull for this box. There's value there. And there's value. Weapon, Bastion, Titanoth. There, Muxus. Muxus is another one. So Muxus in Jumpstart here always became like a $5 to $10 card. It'll be interesting to see where it's at now. River of Frame. Hull Breacher. Okay. No foil yet. Sometimes I think you get 2 foils, and sometimes I think you get none. Daxos. Heat Bog. Braid. Embrace. The War Weaver. Cabal Coffers. All right, I think we're at 17 on this one with a white white border. I think. Bone, Ren, Opulent, Insult to Injury. Spirit of the Labyrinth, and a Hydroblast. We really want the Oracle of Alpha, the Alpha. Sorry. Tome. Arclight, Horn, Sliver. Okay. Treetop, Mayhem. Fairy. Mage. Basking, Rootwalla, and a Pox. Pox is a couple bucks, I think, usually. Still, no foil. Corrupt. Season of Growth. Devoted Druid. I have several foil Devoted Druids from Lorwyn itself, and the Devoted Druid from Lorwyn is foil is going for like $40-$45 or something like that. It's great. You can untap it, put a -1/-1. We'll see how it's doing price-wise. Questing Beast. This used to be a nice $5-$10 throne card. Don't know what it's at now. We'll test it later. Sphinx of the Steel Wind coming in for a mythic. Rin and Siri, the doggies. Giga Drone. Grim Bounty. Night Soil. Gideon. Oh, I think we got our foil coming in, and it's blue. It's blue. You know what that means? I think it means we could get the big guy, Urza. Gideon. Temporary Truce. Love the art on that. Beautiful art. Holy cow, does that look amazing. And Counterbalance. Boo! Boo! That's not what you want to see. So that's a dud. Well, you know, my boxes aren't stacked. Wave Thrasher. Wish and an Ensnaring Bridge. Let's just hope we get another one. Ensnaring Bridge might be a couple bucks too. We do this for the foil, guys. That's what it's about. All Devouring. All right, Teferi, he's $2 or so, and the Staff. All right. Excellent. I don't know. You guys like the prices? Should I do it? Should I not do it? Does anybody care? Anybody care that nowadays we know that every box you open will be less than the price of the box? So does anybody care anymore? Don't know. Snow-covered wastes. Beautiful full art. White border. Lightning Greaves. Always $5. No matter what. $5. Check me on it. Oh, it's always $5. It'll be the end of the world in the apocalypse, and that will still be $5. Showdown. Okay, Expressive Iteration. Love that card. It might be a couple bucks. Vampire. Nothing crazy on the Vampire, guys. We've got Dissipate. All right, Mountain Valley. Bishop of Wings. This is a great card at Magic 2020. Treasure. Chain. Did you see that pack was open? That's why they resealed that box, whatever it is. Rocks Mediant. Prowler, Vile Requiem. Charming Prince. Okay, Sarah. And a Standstill. Trap. Okay, Prosper. We got a Ponder. And an Oath of Druids. I didn't realize Oath of Druids was in this. It's probably worth like $5. Maybe, I don't know, maybe less. Oh, you vintage Oath players. Cryptoblast. Pernicious. Natures and some powder. Pernicious. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Good box, bad box? I'm going bad box. We haven't seen an Urza Saga yet either. Okay, Tasha's Hideout. We got a Yorion and a City of Brass. That's a pretty good hit. A couple bucks. Still nice to have that in the future site frame. Now that would have been nice to pull in a foil. A little brassy. Oath of Nissa, Dispute, and a Giver of Runes. Seb McKinnon. Beautiful art. I looked at the art and I was like, that art is amazing. Who did it? Of course it's Seb. Of course. Last pack, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Check out my Discord. Like I said, lots of fun things occur on the Discord. You don't want to miss it. Lots of degeneracy. Minsk and Boo. This was a Baldur's Gate 2 or a Baldur's Gate card. Tupper Orb. All right, Minsk and Boo. Couple bucks. Maybe nothing much anymore. I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. And then we got our Sliver thing. And that's it. That's the game, folks. What'd you think? Thanks for tuning in. And we'll talk to you all later.
Digital age we're living in. Treasures hidden in the packs we win. Pictures on cardboard thin. Fighting scalpers till the end. Holograms that shine so bright. Sample packs just drop from sight. In the shuffle I can't win. Every pack is cursed with sin. I'm trying to preserve history. In these cards contain my prophet destiny. I refuse to let them win. The time for scalpers now must end. I'm trying to preserve history. In these cards contain my prophet destiny. I refuse to let them win. The time for scalpers now must end. I'm trying to preserve history. In these cards contain my prophet destiny. I refuse to let them win. The time for scalpers